it wasn't at this elevation. I was sitting down. My dad had said on a day that was a lot hotter than this in July to skin poles. So we had some poles down that were going to be driven to make a little pier for Misosuyas in this lagoon. So I'm sitting here, and it's a hot day. I'm about 13 years old. All my peers are down swimming at Gyro Beach and having fun with all the young girls that are down there at Gyro Beach. And I'm sitting here with this draw knife peeling these logs. And you sit on the log and you pull the blade towards you. It's just two handles with a very sharp blade. And I got down to the end, and it was sort of an aha moment. So I picked this thing up over my head and went like that, missed the log, and put it right into my knee as hard and as deep as I could. So I walked down here, and of course the building wasn't there, and the old CPR station was down at the very far end of White Sands, and this road going up was down there going up, and Doc Shepard's office was right where Kickstart Printing is now. Walked in and had a nice shoe full of a red substance coming out of my knee. Walked in, and that was sort of my swimming for that portion of the summer. That's for sure. So I actually can say that I do have skin in the marina. So anyway, so it sat there for quite a while, and then we were always looking at it, and we had the boat launch and things like that, and it was a moment when we first experienced a P3, which would be a private-public partnership, and Osuya Shoreline Development, which was the developer builder of the Watermark Hotel. They came, and we started talking and set up some committees and actually started doing a partnership in which they paid their share. Half of those slips down there are actually owned by the Watermark Hotel. They lease them, use them for their people in the summertime, but they're at their disposal, and they put up half the funding for this development. And it was a very, very interesting and rewarding process. It was very fair, and it was just very pleasant. And so that was always good, because you're always wondering about these private-public partnerships, and our experience was absolutely wonderful. So that took us, and that went through quite a few different committees, and there was a steering committee, and John Slater was actually on some of the start of this initial process, and Ted Cronmiller, he actually headed up the steering committee, which is currently headed up by Councillor Rhodes, and so that helped all this develop and all that process go through. One of the pluses here has been the Resort Municipality Funding Initiative, and we're one of 14 communities in the province of BC that gets special tourism funding. And it actually comes down, it's a lot of small communities, and it's based on the number of beds and a ratio to the population. So we have places like Tofino and Golden and Sun Peaks, mostly ski hills, that need that extra funding so that they can go out and get some promotion and get their tourism going, because they just don't have the population base or the tax base to make that happen. So we're very, very fortunate. It's a great program. Mr. Romanko is away right now. He's had to be at a conference on the Resort Municipality Group organization, and that has put a lot of money into it, to the amount of about $308,000 came out of that Resort Municipal Funding Initiative. So that's been a real big bonus to get this thing going. We went through with the steering committee and the master plan. At the same time, about a year ago, the Lake Osuya Sailing Club, they applied for and received some funding, and they completely redid the exterior of the sailing club there, and it's just so great to see that back in the original condition as a CPR train station, which it was, and of course it was turned around, and again it was down at the south end of Watermark. There's a lot of people here that that need mention, which I'm not going to actually do, other than I think I'm going to identify councilors, and I know we got Rhodes, Plant, McCordoff,